I thought the creed was sharpened steel, cold law, clean cuts, no room to feel. Then I met a man who laughed through pain, who lost it all and chose to remain. He said, walk with me, not just through time, but through the cost of every line. Florence sun on marble stone, a careless youth, a borrowed throne. Ezio grinned, blade still clean, said I didn't start as what you've seen. Family lost to a crooked lie, innocence buried with a public cry. He said vengeance taught me how to fight, but wisdom taught me when I'm right. He said the creed isn't born in rage, it's tempered slow by age. Nothing is true, everything is permitted, but freedom costs more than the bold admitted. We fight not to rule, not to be lifted, but soul choice survives unthreatened and gifted. From masks and courts to hidden wars, power hides behind open doors. Brotherhood forged in blood and trust, not blind faith, conviction plus. Ezio said leaders don't command, they stand beside, they lend a hand. I watched him build, not just destroy, turn scattered sparks into employed joy. Nothing is true, everything is permitted, but chaos without care leaves freedom limited. The creed isn't licensed to do what you please, it's the weight of knowing why you choose what you seize. Rome stood tall but rotten through, Templar banners dressed as truth. Ezio fought not for a crown, but to tear the false altars down. He said power hates to be questioned loud, so it calls itself holy, eternal, proud. I asked him, does it ever end? He smiled, said no, but you learn who to defend. He said, Altair taught me the words, but life taught me what there were. The creed's not answers carved in stone, it's how you walk when you stand alone. Old bones, slower steps, clearer sight, Constantinople, fading light. Ezio said I chased the past too long, thought truth lived where I was wrong. He laid down blades not in defeat, but knowing when the past completes. Says some lessons aren't meant to last, they're meant to free you from the past. Nothing is true, everything is permitted, but wisdom knows when to quit it. We don't serve death, we don't serve pride, we serve the space where choice survives. I told him I sing, I stir the crowd, my weapons sound, my sin is loud. He laughed, said then you understand, a blade's just a tool in a careful hand. He clasped my shoulder, firm but kind. Make them think, don't just make them blind. Nothing is true, everything is permitted, not an excuse or responsibility admitted. We work in the dark so the light isn't twisted, and walk away when the lesson's been gifted. Ezio turned his work complete, left peace where once there was only deceit. I stepped back through time, loot held tight, not chasing war, but guarding light requires cat in pace.